a good question Biggie just asked. How was the strip club after the performances of the comedians? We were in Myrtle Beach this weekend for the Two Guys Named Chris Comedy All-Star Tour. And
official after party at the Treasure Club.
Yeah, and I didn't make it over to that. Some members of our team did.
I declined.
As did I. And I saw the comedians, actually, when I got back to the hotel. And I got in the elevator, and two of the comedians were getting on the elevator, and they said, man, I thought you were going over to the stripper club. And I said, oh, gentlemen, you have no idea. Huh?
Yeah, no, he has big plans for the morning.
No, I've got a 6 o'clock gym appointment.
That's right. Had to get up. Get up early and get on out. You know, I had to make it to the gym, exactly. But they were like, man, I thought night away from your wife, get out to the stripper club. And I said, oh, no, not my thing.
They don't know who you are.
They don't.
Some members of the team did indeed go to the strip club and had a nice time.
In fact, if you went to the show, you had a free admission to the club, which is actually a really nice perk.
That was
and from what I understand, quite a few people went, including some people. They were like, the comedy show is kind of big deal for dates. It's a great date night. There are a lot of couples there.
Yeah.
And so there was a foursome, two married couples, and the women said they'd never been to a strip club. So they said, look, we got free admission. Let's go.
They're going.
And so by the time our morning show crew piled out of there, those four were having a blast, and the two women were right by the stage just throwing money at the dancers.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
It's like a scene out of a movie, first time in a club. And I hear that the dancers like to seeing women
always
in the crowd.
Always. I've worked in many different clubs.
You certainly have.
And,
yes, you have.
But yeah, always I think women just feel more comfortable around women. So the dancers will gravitate if there's a woman there.
Yeah.
I think, I don't think they feel like it's going to be there's less chance of something inappropriate.
Yeah, the skeevy potential is way down.
The first time I ever went to a strip club, and I haven't been to that many, but the first time I ever went, I was sitting at a table, and there were some women, who were patrons. And I said, whoever I was there was like, what's going on? Why are there women here? And the guy was like, some women love this. They love to come, even with their boyfriends and stuff. And I was like, get out. I mean, I said,
I've seen women buy dances for the boyfriend.
Yeah.
And they'll say, well, it makes it, later.
Works them up.
Works them later. It makes me want him more because that's my man. And now I want to show him.
Man.
Yeah.
Maybe I should introduce this to my
I wouldn't.
wife and say, hey, let's get over there. Let the girls at the strip club do a little number on me, and then it'll make you want me more.
Yeah. You might not make it home.
Well, I didn't even think about that because I just
take the van.
And when that take the van when that was happening, when I was at a strip club for the first time, I was just looking at him like, golly, look at this, And I think maybe,
wow.
I hate to say that I might have been the skeezy one there.
Yeah.
Chris Demm always says, I didn't ever buy a lap dance, but I would look on at the guy next to me who was.
You craned your neck, staring at the lap dance next to you, or one table over.
Always, right.
Now I will tell you, I've seen a number of women though be told, "Hey, no touching."
They'll touch the women.
Yeah, because I think they'll think they'll almost get too comfortable.
Because we're women.
Yeah. So and the dancers will say, "No touching me."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
Do you think that most strippers get touched like on a nightly basis and have to say no touching?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would think so.
I do too.
There's always somebody that you can just always goes one step over the line.
Yeah.
And not to get too philosophical, but one wonders, will strip clubs as we now know them, what will they look like in 25 years, in 50 years? I mean, because when you're of a certain age, or if you're of a certain mindset, it's like, you go on vacation, we're going to hit the clubs. Places like Tampa, Vegas, Myrtle Beach,
well,
they're known for their clubs.
Yeah, right.
And, do boys of your son's age, do they have that desire to go?
Is it a different mindset now?
I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this, a lot of your Vegas clubs have turned into also day clubs. Because
did you say day or gay?
Day, D-A-Y.
Right.
And because I think that club vibe is what people are now attracted to, like even during the day. They want a pool club. They want somewhere to hang out at a pool.
Oh, really? I thought the opposite. Like what Chris Demm was saying, I didn't think people of my son's age, when I was 18, that's what he is, we were like, can't wait to go into the clubs. Can't wait to see a boob.
Have a drink, see some half-naked ladies.
Oh, yeah, it's what my group of friends and I did.
My
when we turned
friends
18.
went in Myrtle Beach when we were underage. And the woman said, like,
You couldn't get past the desk.
yes, but one lady came by and said, "Oh, you want a little taste?" And she held up and showed her boobs. And she said, "Come back in 3 years, boys," and then put her shirt back down. And
High five!
they were just like
yeah.
legendary. But I don't know if it's the different mindset these days.
You can see boobs anywhere.
Right.
That has changed a lot. Yeah.
And we're a cashless society now. We're becoming that. So
According to several of the members of the morning show team, the bar's prepared for that. They have stacks of ones.
so that you've been
Stacks and stacks and stacks.
so you use your phone or whatever to
you get change.
to get change. All right, that makes sense as well.
And I have seen where dancers will take Venmo
Really?
or Zelle. Yeah.
Right there through their
Right
phone.
there.
QR
They'll
code
say,
on their garter?
They'll say, all right, so you want a private dance? Here,
They,
send me.
they should
Venmo me.
tattoo a QR code on their thigh
or on their rump.
on their
It
their
wouldn't
butt,
shock me if
on
it's
their
already
butt. And you put your QR code. That's an idea. Now that's the
Or
way it's
you,
supposed to be
you
done.
the QR code you could tip, and it could take you to their OnlyFans
Yeah,
page.
yes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of marketing potential.
There
I think that's-
certainly is.
I think that's what's going to happen. I think they're going to have to QR code to put a little, a tasteful QR code
On side boob?
On side boob.
something you could see without having
Yes.
to pay for the full dance.
So then you get that. That's right. Yeah.
There, and I don't know how this popped up in my algorithm.
Right.
But on Instagram, TikTok, there's this one dancer who she says work a day with me at the strip club, and she'll go through the whole day, little videos,
Yes.
and at the end of the day, which is the most fascinating part, she counts out her money, and she'll say, "I got 400 cash and I got 480 on Venmo."
I wonder. So do they have to have their phone with them somehow to get it on?
They always
Venmo?
have their phone, yeah.
What do they do? Hold it in their hands?
Yeah,
Somehow?
I think you can click. I bet they
Just
just
sitting
say,
on the
"Here's
edge
my
of the
phone."
Where is
Yeah.
it? They put it on the edge of the stage. Yeah. How do you
Well,
get
I
it?
bet when the dance is done, they're like, "Hand me your phone." Ka-ting.
And they just do
Yeah.
it, and then all of a sudden you got their Venmo.
it's not quite the same as putting it in the garter belt.
No, that was.
No, it's lost its luster.
I
on
think
that,
it
yeah.
has. I mean,
Now all you hear is this ka-ching sound as you leave the room.
yeah, ching, and it reminds you. Oh, I'm giving them money. Interesting. Well, they had a big event. We talked about it a few months ago when they planned it. The Florida Man Games were in St. Augustine on Saturday, and it was a huge success, much bigger than they thought it would be. It was basically an Olympics with Florida type games, and everybody seemed to love. We have a few that went here.
Drinking beer, having fun with our friends, and then jousting somebody.
Wild, messy, and hilarious. Alligators, nudity, and drugs. We couldn't get nudity and we couldn't get drugs, but we definitely got alligators out there for sure.
Man, honestly, because I love God and I love America, and I'm here to be a Florida man.
That's the vibe there.
It sounds like somebody asked each Florida man, "What does this do for the
What does
community?"
it do for the community? Events were the mullet contest, a mud duel, and an evading arrest obstacle course, which apparently worked out
that
very
sounds
well.
fun.
Pierce, you have a story about strippers. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. P1 here, and I am Chris Demm's age. And he may remember this, but at the State Fair in Raleigh, they used to have the Hoochie Coochie show. And we paid $3 to go in to see a 70-year-old woman with a cigarette hanging out of her mouth to take her top off. Now, that was not the picture they had out front of the lady that was going to take her top off.
The Hoochie Coochie show.
That's where all the
easy
faded
money.
strippers
That's
go.
how it's done. That's
all
right.
the burlesque dancers.
The aged-out stripper at the Hoochie Coochie show at the State Fair. Thank you, Pierce.
Awesome.
Fantastic.